I have a question.
All right.
I'm aware that I've been putting pressure on my knee.
Yes.
And so, in my own investigation of it, I sense that I roll my legs in.
Mm-hmm.
And so it seems that when I'm moving my head and my whole body follow, that it can take an awful long time to get down to my knee.
Well, let's move the chair, shall we? All right. Now, your poor old knees. Well, I guess they aren't too old, or are they?
Sometimes I'm putting pressure on my knees.
Yes, you are. What are you doing up here? What connection is this making with this when you have pressure on your knees? Excess pressure. Does that do anything for you up here?
Yes.
We're upstairs now. We're going to get to the attic pretty soon. Pretty serious, aren't you? Now, supposing you follow this hand of mine and this hand, and instead of pushing yourself back into the chair, supposing you don't do that. Now, can you figure something I'm doing? Or do you think I'm doing this?
No.
See?
No, you're not.
Well, somebody's got to be doing that. See, I've done this so that you can do this. Now, are you doing this with me, or are you doing a little bit of that with you?
Well, I was trying to understand what you were doing so I could follow it, and I'm not sure what I was doing.
Well, you can be sure you weren't doing what I was doing. So, if I try something else, I have to be clever enough to help you out of your problem. If I do this, what does that seem funny about?
Well, I feel my whole spine lengthen.
Well, if your whole spine's moving, your whole body's moving. Did you ever think of that? That they work together? Mm-hmm. Your spine's just a little thing with something to hold it together. But you got a lot of other stuff in there too. Mm-hmm. So this moves up in this direction. And can I turn your head? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This time.
Now you turn your head and I'll follow this time, and then we'll be even. Excuse me. Now, this has gotten to the place where it's almost doing something to this part. See, these parts are connected. Your head and this are all connected. And when the little something happens to your head, it starts the motor. And the motor's ready to go chug, 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 chug. So you just do that. And you move. And then, why didn't you go on moving? What does this do? What does that feel like?
It makes me feel lighter.
And why does it let it feel lighter? Or let you feel lighter?
Because I'm not putting the pressure on myself that I was putting.
No, but don't tell me in a negative way. Don't say I'm not doing this. Say I am doing this. I'm doing so-and-so.
I'm moving more delicately.
And what's going to keep that going? Because this keeps on moving a little bit so that you release the tension right through here. Now, if you want to come back to the chair, it's waiting for you. And how is that?
I'm being easier.
Mm-hmm. Now, you like yourself.
I like myself more.
Can you say, I like myself more doing this?
I like myself more when you're doing this with me.
That's all you have to do. It's the only thing I can teach any of you.
Thank you.